You gotta move. Honey. Ridiculous.
Hi, how are you? Welcome back to Moxy Approved, and welcome to this segment of how you should feel about this. On these segments, we don't talk about no truth or facts, just how you should feel about this. Now, on this episode, we're gonna take a look at Officer Valentino. Yes, Officer Rose Valentino. Well, Officer Rose Valentino, she had a bad day, and it sounds like there may have been a misunderstanding. Now, we're gonna go through some of the things that happened to her, but before, I just wanna make sure that let's not put our judgment hats on, because we've all had a bad day, like the one that Miss Valentino has had. I'm sorry, officer. Now let's go to the clips. Before we go too far in this video, please do me one small favor, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. Run the tape.
You gotta move. Honey. Ridiculous.
This profanity-laced rant sent veteran Cincinnati police officer Rose Valentino to desk duty. On April 5th, she was pulling into the District 3 station to fill out a report when she noticed vehicles lined on the street to pick up students from school. She activated her lights and quickly became angry when they didn't move.
Is she gonna just sit there?
Body and dash camera video just released by CPD shows what happened next.
Dumb. Oh, I hate him so much. Oh, I hate this world.
After rolling up her cruiser's window, she uses the N-word.
Hate him.
Valentino told investigators a black student gave her the finger, which led to her outburst. She was one of 4 officers profiled by WNWT and featured in a nationally televised reality show in 2011, Policewomen of Cincinnati.
Never a dull moment. You go into every situation as if it's the first time, you've dealt with that sort of thing.
In Valentino's most recent performance review, dated after the rant, she was complimented as a hard worker who uses good judgment. A supervisor recommended she study for the promotion exam. In January 2019, this official reprimand says Valentino showed body cam footage from a homicide at the Glenway Pony Keg to family members while having dinner at the casino. In March 2020, she was arrested off duty. Her sister and brother-in-law accused her of pushing and hitting them with a closed fist and using an umbrella to repeatedly strike a vehicle. She pled guilty to disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor, and was ordered to attend an anger management assessment. 2 years later, she admitted she did not have control of her emotions here.
I hate it.
Valentino told internal investigations, "This is a hard job, and I was getting to a point where I was really being affected by it. I've been on for 14 years.
Let's go over the clips so we can show you how you should feel about this.
Hate him.
So you have never got angry in traffic?
Valentino told investigators a black student gave her the finger, which led to her outburst.
Come on. So you mean to tell me you've never been in a traffic situation and felt like telling somebody,
Hate him.
right, no one's perfect. Now, even though I never met Officer Valentino, for some reason, I just believe in her, and I really think she's a good person. You wanna know why? She even said this before.
Never a dull moment. You go into every situation as if it's the first time, you've dealt with that sort of thing.
Right. Not to mention, look at something that her boss said about her before.
This most recent performance review, dated after the rant, she was complimented as a hard worker who uses good judgment. A supervisor recommended she study for the promotion exam.
She has to be a good person. Now, let's just be honest. I did hear about this, and I wanted to talk about it.
She was arrested off duty. Her sister and brother-in-law accused her of pushing and hitting them with a closed fist and using an umbrella to repeatedly strike a vehicle.
So you mean to tell me you've never had a situation with your sister or in-law where sometimes you just feel like punching them or taking your umbrella and just bashing their car with it? Don't be like that. Now, I have a strange feeling that some of you people out there are still judging Officer Valentino. Wait, Valentino? That sounds Latin. And she's a woman. She's a minority. But before you judge, I think that you should listen to her apology because it's one of the best that I've ever heard.
This is a hard job, and I was getting to a point where I was really being affected by it. I have been on for 14 years.
See? So all in all, I think this is nothing that just a little desk duty cannot solve. Pretty soon, I'll be happy to see her back on the streets, making it safe for all of us, especially us blacks. Now, before I get out of here on this segment of how you should feel about this, I like to give a special shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers, Officer Tatum. Well, anyways, you know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved, right? With that water. I'll see you next time on one of our next segments of how you should feel about this.